New tensions have emerged this week between U.S. President Joe Biden's administration and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu over the Israeli premier's criticism of U.S. withholding weapon deliveries. Following the comments made by Prime Minister Netanyahu, the White House has described the criticism as vexing and disappointing. Despite America's continuous support to Israel in its fight against Hamas militants and other threats they are facing in the region. The previous day, White House press secretary also said that with the exception of one particular shipment of munitions, there are no pauses in other shipments. Here, the White House press secretary was referring to the shipment of 2,000-pound bombs that Washington has said is under review because of concerns about their use in densely populated areas. With tensions between the two allies increasing by the day, according to a U.S. official, two top advisors to Israeli Prime Minister, that is Israel's National Security Advisor and Israel's Minister for Strategic Affairs, will meet the White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan. Now, on the other hand, United Nations Human Rights Office report has looked at 6 Israeli attacks in Gaza to look at the possibility of them being a war crime.
The report details 6 emblematic attacks involving the suspected use of GBU-31s, or 2,000-pound bombs, GBU-32, 1,000-pound bombs, and GBU-39s, 250-pound bombs, from the 9th of October to the 2nd of December 2023 on residential buildings, a school, refugee camps, and a market. The report concludes that these Israeli strikes indicate that the IDF may have repeatedly violated fundamental principles of the laws of war.
Despite world bodies raising their concerns regarding Israel repeatedly violating the laws of war in the conflict, Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that Israel will not leave Gaza until all hostages are returned.
He will not leave the Gaza Strip until we return all our hostages, both the living and the dead. We are doing this mission and also many other missions, and for now it's better to be silent about it.
In central and northern Gaza, several Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 14 people and wounded dozens of others, while tanks deepen their invasion into Rafah in the south of the Strip. And in Khan Yunis, a school sheltering families was damaged after an Israeli strike hit a neighboring building. With clashes and Israeli strikes continuing across Gaza, the temporary U.S. pier aimed at boosting aid shipments has been reattached to the coast, and deliveries of humanitarian assistance have resumed to the war-ravaged Strip after the pier was temporarily removed due to poor sea conditions.